Hey! So, my hair's looking a bit wild at the moment. I know a few of you have been asking about Jake's Evo. No joke, no one's been asking about Jake's Evo. But he's been filming him taking it apart, doing whatever Jake does. To be fair, the car runs and drives and he's just a bit meticulous and he wants it done in a certain way. He wants it done perfectly. He's been sending me loads of footage. He's got his own camera. So I was like, might as well just give him a little bonus episode, like here and there. Since everyone's in lockdown, I'm just gonna get them to send me their files over and I'll edit them and like kind of do little bonus episodes here and there. And if you enjoy it, let me know.
So if you know me, you know, or probably should know, that I've had an Evo for probably getting on 8-9 years. A fully built engine, rods, pistons, headwork, bigger turbo, manifold, standalone ECU, fuel system, revamped, upgraded, and it's been in this state getting on 5-6 years now. Just got forgotten about, never really got around to finishing it. We started on the paintwork, but again never got around to finishing that. So going to use all this time that we've got to start going through it, sorting the niggly jobs out. So
see, this is what I like. Like there's an introduction, like he's telling us what's going on, telling him a bit about himself, a bit about the car already. Like, that's what I want.
First job, sump off. I've got a missing bolt there. Nice. Needs resealing because it's leaking like a trooper. A couple of other jobs, like that hose there, oil feed to the turbo, hoses just perished. I need to put oil in the transfer box. I've got to put oil in the rear diff. Need to address some of the rust that's slowly started to creep in. Only surface stuff, but still tidy it all up. Corrosion on these arms, again, bit of flaky paint, but all in all, not too bad considering it's been sat. Stuff like this just looks absolutely trashed. BC's looking lovely, perfectly good state as well. These rear subframes, seems a common problem with most cars. Fixing points from the hub to the chassis tend to rust right through. At the minute I can't see any shocking rust, there's like surface rust, so going to treat that, just generally sort of tidy the car up, get it sort of mechanically where it needs to be, maybe sort something out with this appalling exhaust, because you can see it rubs in a couple of places on a frame that fits on here somewhere. Yeah, just get it sort of finished, get the paint sorted, get it running, get it on the road, and probably end up selling it to fund my E46 project. Don't want to really see the car go, but needs must. When it was on the road, probably running about 550 at the flywheel. It pulled 425 on a hub dyno, probably about 80-90 horsepower, something like that, extra for the at the crank. So yeah, first job, dump the oil out, pull the sump off, so you need to rip the exhaust off and all that crap, get the faces all cleaned up, get the sealant back on, get that on, just start working through all the other jobs.
You're fixing this rusty car to sell it so that you can go and fix another rusty car. You don't make it easy for yourself, do you?
So sump's finally off. And just down here, drying in front of the fan. Need to clean all the sealant off it, look at resealing it. So I'm going to start on taking off all the old sealant, ready to put some more on and get the sump hopefully back on. Been under it for like 3-4 hours, just sanding up, just cleaning up some of the surface rust that's acquired over the many years it's been sat doing absolutely fuck all. Whilst all that shit's drying and stuff, just on with pipes and cutting existing intercooler pipe work, trying to see if I can shorten it, make it look a little bit tidier. Got another wastegate blow off valve to fit. This one is absolute shit. So sump's on, all sealed, and hopefully this time it doesn't leak. And that's pretty much it. Got rear diff fluids to sort out, but I haven't got the washers. So my nice box of Peter Trander's keeper, new box of Ali washers, and this was the state of the washer once I'd got it off because it was completely foobarred. So yeah, not too good. Unfortunately, my nice new kit doesn't come with this size washer. This is M18. I've got M22 and M16. So rear diff and AYC stuff is currently on hold. So I thought I'd crack on getting this intercooler pipework done.
I've never actually been in this car.
Okay, more updates on where I'm at with the Evo. So, managed to get all the intercooler pipework in. So this is actually the original aluminium pipe. I've just modified it, welded on this tile wastegate looking thing, fitted new wastegate. Also managed to sort out all the electrics. Nice and neat. So that's the live coming in from the battery, which is now in the boot, fuel pump, and then we've got starter motors and feeds to main fuse box. So it's quite nifty. Off online, bought that last night online, 25 quid, and turned up this morning. This all in, you'll see this is one of the more of the modifications to the intercooler pipework, just trying to get it to run somewhere a little bit different, because on the Evos they tend to run up, then they come up through this gap and then hideously go right across the top of the engine. So just by doing a couple of mods to this, chopping some stuff out of this one, just got it to run underneath, so it just tidies it up. Evos are messy bays unless you go to the extent of like dropping the engine, fully wire tucking it, getting rid of hoses that you don't need. They always just look not pretty, very not pretty. Need to get myself a heat shield made up for this. Bit concerned about this, but might knock one up out of aluminium, but still want to protect the cam cover from the heat that comes off this thing, because that will be glowing red hot. Other bits that we've done, or I've done should I say, most of it all underneath the car. Okay, let's get some light. Well, that's absolutely shit. That light has got no batteries. That'll be down to my mate Peter Trander. Likes to use my consumables but doesn't like to replace them. Yeah, lightings. So let's start at the front. I think I already updated you on, took the sump off, resealed all the sump, fresh transfer case fluids, flushed all the ATF fluid for the AYC and ACD. YMCA. A lot of what I've been doing is just, all this just had some very minor surface rust on, so cleaned all back, used a rust treatment, then just gave it a good coating in like an underbody wax oil type bit of work up there as well. Again, just trying to minimise any further rusting that might happen. But to be fair, this is probably one of the cleaner Evo 8s that you'll get on the road. It's only done 39,000 miles. A lot of this rust here, which doesn't look pretty, is just from when it was sitting, just been sat in a cold unit, and the rust kicks in. But saying that, all the subframe which likes to rust on the subframe, that's all pretty clean. There's a little bit, nothing that's worth worrying about at the minute. Moving on to the rear diff, or the AYC. So again, new fluids. This one's a little bit different because it actually takes some ATF fluid as part of the AYC system. So you'll see on the right hand side there, the right hand side of this, as you look from the back of the car, is like an automatic gearbox with a series of clutches in it. That's the anti-yaw control bit, and then the other side is where the differential is. These are not LSD. The RS model came with a fixed transfer case at the front, not the active center diff, and it come with a LSD rear differential as well, which didn't have any of the AYC stuff. So the AYC stuff is brilliant on the road, but when you start getting into track time and doing a lot with track, really you're sort of into LSD type territory. Top it up with the gearbox fluid, and you can see you've got 2 drains, one for the ATF and one for the diff fluid, and again just sort of giving it a bit of a tidy up, giving it a little spray, nothing really major. So next step now is gonna get the car down off the ramp, gonna move this POS, taking up valuable unit space, shall we say. But to move this, I need to take the battery out of this, because this does have no battery. And then I'm just going to go for a cheeky drive around the block, make sure everything feels okay-ish. And then next task is bodywork. So I've got boxes of lights and clips and fittings, and you can see it's not in a finished state at all. So going to get on with getting the bodywork prepped, ready for some paint. It doesn't need much. Main body needs just a scuff up for some lacquer, and then bumpers, etc., which is, they're all jammed up there somewhere. Bumpers, the side skirts you'll see stacked up over in the corner, they're all prepped. They just need primer, bits of filler here and there, and then it's ready for the booth. Yeah, all up and running. Good. Good. Mint. Show me your lifeline. I'd rather stay away from you than go with a part-time.